Driving on the tracks and so much more. Come along with all things outdoors.
Well, g'day folks, welcome back. After our last successful hot tenting trip with the boys, I've decided that I really wanted to put a stove jack in my King's awning tent and try out hot tenting in the four-wheel drive awning tent tonight. So it's not going to be particularly cold, probably get down to the single digits, but still cold enough. But I've got some really cool plans. I've put a stove jack in, so we'll go inside and get the stove all set up, because we're going to cook some nice stuff on it tonight and also for breakfast tomorrow morning. So should be a lovely evening if the wind stays down. Oh, well, welcome. Actually, one more important thing to do. This one. Oh. Well, we're all set up. You'll notice that the way I've got... Oh, sorry, you can't see that. Right. You can see here that I've got the back of the awning tent open. You can actually open the side window of the ute canopy, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to heat the space in there so it'll be nice and tasty when I get into bed tonight. And the bonus is I've got the little bench here, and I can reach the sink. I can put everything on the bench if I want to. Actually, let's do that. Let's put some things up here, eh? So I've got plenty of bench space up there, and I can also reach the water tap and get water. I can even do the dishes if I want to as well. So I reckon this is going to be a really cool setup. It's actually dead still at the moment, but we're expecting some gusty winds overnight, so I've positioned the vehicle with the awning on the lee side of the vehicle, so it doesn't catch as much of that wind and flap around too much, but it is literally dead still right now. It's been very gusty the last couple of days, so will be interesting to see how we go. And I don't know whether I mentioned it, but I'm going to sleep in the back of the ute again tonight. I haven't done that for a few trips now, so it'd be nice to be able to preheat and like just hang out here like the little lounge room, and then jump in there and go to sleep. What we do need to do though, as it's 6:15, is get the fire going so that we can preheat our oven, because tonight I'm going to bake some chicken schnitzels and some potato gems in there, because I really want to try and refine the use of the oven. And I've bought some little mini baking trays here, so much better than using just baking paper and actually burning the bottom out of it. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. Got the carbon monoxide detector as always. I think it's time to put the dinner on. What are we up to? We're nearly up to 150 degrees on there, so that hasn't taken very long to heat up. Let's reach into the trusty little things that the lid's falling off. Baking paper, some schnitties. Is it going to fit on that smaller one? And we might put the schnitzels on the larger tray. Oh, yep, they're going to be alright. Good, they're even thawed out a little bit too. That will be handy. Okay. Well, they hopefully shouldn't take too long to cook in there. I've got the chicken schnitzels on the bottom rack and I've got the gems on the top rack, so I may have to sort of switch them around depending on how fast the things cook, but I've got better wood this time too, so that should keep the temperature up nicely. It's good red gum that's been seasoned for a couple of years, so that should burn nicely. Now, some recent additions that I've made with the awning tent. The original awning that I had was not a awning that fit this size of awning tent. So I recently bought the actual correct awning for this awning tent, and it's got it stretched out perfectly. It just it's so much nicer now. So that's been a plus for the having the hot. That's been a plus for having the wood stove in here to keep all the sides taut so that nothing blows onto the stove and potentially melts the side of the tent. So that's something that I really wanted to do before I actually hot tented in this awning tent. So far so good. I would like it to be a little bit cooler because this is going to be quite warm in here. I'm not going to sleep with the fire going overnight. I'll preheat my sleeping quarters up in there. But should be a lovely, lovely evening. Cheers, everyone.
So much I can say about it. Read a few excerpts here. I'll show you where I'm thinking of going. Welcome to one of the world's great wilderness canoeing areas. A vast territory sheltering hundreds of rocky shore lakes, vigorous streams, daunting rapids, and picturesque waterfalls, plus a dense cover of maturing forest. But there are far more route options than most people will ever have time to try in their lifetime.
Okay, the schnitzels and the gems have been in there for about 20 minutes, I reckon. So I'm going to pull them out, check them, and maybe flip the schnitzels and see how it looks. Oh yeah, we got some bubblage. That's good. And a little bit toasty on the bottom. That's alright, that's alright. Alright. Flipped over. Let's have a look at these gems. Oh yeah, they're going nicely. Actually, they're not far off being done. What I might do is, let's chuck the snitties up the top. I'll put the gems down the bottom for a bit. Oh, that's actually gone a lot quicker than I thought it would. That's nice. Real good. It's been sort of sitting around, I don't know, 130, 140 degrees, but they've been in there for longer, so that's going to be beautiful. Oh, I've got some tomato sauce as well. Can't have gems without tomato sauce. I reckon we're pretty well done. Let's pull the gems and the schnitzels out and see how they look. Oh yeah, I think those gems are good. Whoop, got a few stragglers. Oh, daggum, that's hot. These are really handy, these little side racks for putting the hot trays. Okay, let's have a look. I think I left the schnitzels on that side slightly too long, but I reckon they should be pretty good. Oh yeah, they look good. Might even knock the fire back too. Let's try one of the gems first, actually. Oh, that is money right there. If you've never tried potato gems, I thoroughly recommend you do. It's kind of like a cross between a hash brown and like a really nice pub chip. Let's take a look at these schnitzels. Might even be almost a bit overcooked. Ah, no, that's good. Definitely a lot better than the last attempt at cooking something in this oven with the pizzas, but as always, I'm not going to sit here and subject you guys to the annoying sound of my chewing, so I'll eat this and then we'll check back in afterwards. Well, I'm definitely proud of myself. My efforts to cook using the Winnerwell Fastfold oven are definitely 100% better than the last time I used it, so definitely getting better each time. I'd like to experiment with some more sort of complicated meals baked in there. I wonder if we could do things like lasagnas or what else we do? Like, oh, I love chicken Kievs. Maybe we could do a chicken Kiev one time. But yeah, it's going really well. I'm really pleased with how it works, and I cannot say enough good things about this little wood stove that I've bought. It's just so easy to get started, so easy to control the flame there, both with the baffle at the front, and you've got the butterfly valve in the chimney as well, so you can definitely control the airflow through there really nicely. And I am very pleased with the setup with the campfire grill. Thanks Nathan for the tip on that one. It's been really good. Brings the fire up to a nice level where you can get at it easily, and it also gives you some nice sort of wood storage underneath, so win-win really. And also keeps it up off the floor, so it's less of a risk of melting the tent or burning things. Plus I've got it on that little heat-proof mat as well, which helps. I've already dropped a few embers out onto the carpet tonight. I bought this cheap little rug from Kmart the other day for about 30 bucks, but it's been awesome. It's definitely nice on the feet, better than that silly plasticky vinyl stuff that the bottom of this tent's got in it. So I'm going to call this one a win. So far the awning tent is doing really well. As I said, it's a warmer night, so I've got a window open just to try and vent a little bit of the heat, and I've got the fire turned down as well. But just the ambience you get, it's so friggin' cozy in here. I love it. And the fact that all that nice heat is going up into my sleeping quarters as well, that'll keep that warm for a little bit. Might even be too hot when I get into bed tonight. So, and then I'll let it go out, and in the morning we'll jump up and light the fire again, because I'm going to cook breakfast on top of the stove again. This time something different to what we did last time, but I'll better take the Fastfold stove up too, because you're not supposed to let it sit on there for too long if you're not using it. So we might do that shortly.
In like a perfect sitting position is very lucky. A few more casts here. Gotta get going. It's gonna be a pretty long day now. Love watching them. So here's a recap of the route so far. Started on Beaver House, camped there for night 1.
I'll tell you what, I never thought $150 fridge would impress me as much as this little King's 18 litre one has. It has gotten so much use over the winter camping period, both in the ute camper and also being able to bring it out into things like this awning tent or the gazebo tent. Super portable, and draws hardly any power from the little battery pack there, and it's great that you can just pull it out of the vehicle and have it right in here, and you don't have to move it all. Like I'm sitting in the chair here, fire's right there, being able to cook, got a table, got the fridge, and got all my utensils and everything there. So it's yeah, I've really enjoyed using this and will continue to do so. I've decided to let the fire sort of die out now. I don't think I need to burn any more wood tonight. I cannot think of a more pleasant evening I've had in a long time. Just nice to sort of disconnect for a bit and just chill out here and play with the fire and just have a really nice cozy evening. And I'm really looking forward to climbing in there and seeing how nice and toasty it is in there, given that the window's been open the whole time. And contrary to the forecast, which said it was going to be raining and windy, it has been both calm and dry, and I've just been outside and the stars are blazing across the sky. It's a beautiful evening, so I'm really glad I decided to come out in the end. I was a bit concerned about the wind forecast, but it has been absolutely breathless and a perfect evening, so really pleased that I've come out. So I think I'm going to, what time are we, 9:30? I reckon I'm going to head off to bed shortly, get a nice cozy night's sleep. Then we'll get up in the morning, we'll light the fire again, and we're going to cook a different breakfast this time. So yeah, we might call it a night, and we'll see you folks in the morning. Oh god, there's bugs everywhere in here. Why is there so many bugs in here? goodness. Alright, we've got to put some shade sails up. Shade sails? Window shades. Alright. It's friggin' winter, why are there so many bugs? I've got my C-6 sleeping bag for tonight, but I'm definitely not going to need that, so I bought a lighter bag, which we'll start off with. I might have the C-6 ready to go, but I dare say I'm not going to need it tonight. Alright, now I'm going to sleep. Night, folks. Folks. Well, good morning, folks. Interesting evening. Went to bed at about 10 o'clock. You know, it was nice and still out, beautiful evening, and then the wind came in at about 11:30, 12 o'clock, and it was blowing quite heavily and gusting up, and you know, at points it was even rattling the truck, so we were wiggling around a little bit in there, but yeah, managed to get back off to sleep again after that episode. And yeah, this morning we just got a little bit of light rain falling out there. It's actually quite peaceful and beautiful here. A little bit of a light breeze, but it's actually a really peaceful morning. It's quite gloomy outside, but drink my coffee first, and then I'm going to put the pan on the fire and we're going to cook pancakes this morning. So something I like to do on Saturday mornings sometimes is cook some pancakes. I'm not going to be all fancy and make them from scratch. I'm just going to use one of those shaker bottles, but you got to do what you got to do when you're out camping, don't you? So we'll get that on in a minute after I've drank my coffee. Tell you what, I don't think I could have cooked these pancakes any better at home. These are perfect, just the way I like them. That's money right there. Well, brekie's done, dishes are done. There's nothing else to do but just relax and enjoy the last bit of heat coming out of the fire. I don't think I'm going to load any more wood up on it, so I can let it cool down before I pack it all away. Plus there's a bit of rain falling now, so I'm going to wait till the rain dies out a bit. It's supposed to die out soon, and then I can get everything packed away, but I'll have to take everything home and dry everything out because it'll all be wet. But at least the inside of the tent is nice and dry because the wood heater puts out a nice dry heat that keeps condensation away. There was no condensation in the back of the ute this morning either, which was really good. I mean, it helps that the overnight temps weren't particularly cold, but yeah, we'll get packed up and get head on home to the family. well folks, I hate to say it, but I'm actually kind of disappointed that winter's coming to an end just when I was getting wound up with the hot tenting, but I dare say that that was a pretty successful trip with the hot tent in the four-wheel drive awning tent. Really cozy in there. It's really nice for just one person. You know, it's like a little lounge room slash kitchen area place to hang out, so that you're not just sitting in your bed the whole time. So really loved it. Easy to set up, easy to pack away, and really kept that tent nice and warm. Even though it wasn't particularly cold overnight, it was still really cozy and really lovely just hanging out in there. I dare say that's up there with one of my most favourite nights out camping. I'm actually a bit of a convert these days, I think. I much prefer the cooler weather camping these days to the hot weather. Obviously we're coming into springtime now, so the shoulder seasons are really good seasons to get out there where you don't need heating or cooling, so we'll definitely try and get out on some overnighters over the coming months before it gets too hot, and then we'll have to figure something out whether we work out an air conditioning solution. Well, actually I have got an air conditioning solution, so we might try that this summer, I think. But anyway folks, thanks for riding along again with me on another crazy adventure, and stick with me, there'll be plenty more to come. Thanks folks, see you later.